All right, we have a high risk of severe weather from the central Gulf Coast states toward the southeast today. Let me show you the driving factors for this severe weather. We begin with this: heat and plenty of heat. Look at these temperatures across the southeast and south central. Corpus Christi, Houston in the 90s, Jackson 92, New Orleans 95. All of this heat is being pushed to the northeast. It's also a very steamy air mass. Dew point temperatures in the middle 70s. The threshold for severe weather, by the way, is 60 degrees. These are much higher than that. So this is a steamy air mass. But this, I believe, is part of the reason. Then there's this upper level low, which should not be here. We should not be looking at an upper level low of this strength in Pennsylvania and New York State, because what's happening is you look at the upper low, but look at all of this wind energy. Look how fast things are moving on the water vapor loop from northeast to southwest. This is a lot of wind energy. So now you're putting all of this wind energy in a hot and humid air mass where we have a lot of lift in the atmosphere even without this upper low. This pushes it over the edge. That's why we think there's widespread severe weather. There's so much energy and moisture in the atmosphere that you're not looking at one round of thunderstorms, but rounds of thunderstorms. Watch as we go through the afternoon. I'm just going to circle this area, and you're just going to see thunderstorms in this zone all day. Watch. Rounds of thunderstorms. There's one from Atlanta toward Montgomery, and look what's going on south of Little Rock into northern Louisiana. There's another round. That comes eastward, and boy, take a look at this. This is where we may start getting a lot of wind energy in the form of wind gusts. This is 10 o'clock tonight. Southern Alabama, southern Georgia. This moves to the south and east. And oh, by the way, we're not done, because we have another round of thunderstorms back across Mississippi. That's why this whole area is primed for severe weather today. Shreveport all the way just about towards Savannah. That's where we have the moderate risk. That's where we think the severe weather is going to be more numerous. Where we think it's widespread is this zone here from Monroe toward Jackson toward Montgomery in this red area. This is where we think there's going to be widespread severe weather. I think the biggest impacts are going to be damaging wind, hail, and flooding downpours. I suspect there will be tornadoes on the ground. I think a few to several. I think it's less than a dozen today. So that's a concern, but the biggest threat is the damaging winds. Those could be widespread, especially in our moderate and red areas. That's moderate and high. Now, severe weather threat sinks a little farther south tomorrow, but I wouldn't be shocked if we start adding a moderate area at some point tomorrow. I still think there's a lot of wind energy. And oh, by the way, this whole zone is going to be primed for thunderstorms from the mid-south toward the southeast. That hot air in Texas is going to continue to feed northward, and we're still going to have all of this energy dropping in from the north and west. So right through the weekend, and perhaps even in the next week, get ready for rounds of thunderstorms from the mid-south toward the southeast. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos here and be sure to subscribe for new content and the latest weather news from AccuWeather.